Mrs. West. I mean, it's very rigid, isn't it? Obviously extremely tender. Do we have an estimation of blood loss?
Possibly between 200 and 300 mils. I'm not sure. It was difficult to measure.
Pulse 95, BP 90/50.
Right. We have signs of acute fetal placental dysfunction here. Can you...
I'll have theatre prepared immediately.
Then get hold of the paediatrician in Berrigan and make sure the anaesthetist hasn't gone home.
Nurse Bonacci, we'll need you in theatre too. We have no one else available to scout.
Me?
I know you haven't had an orientation. You'll just have to find your own way.
Yes, Mrs. Pryor.
Doing well.
Right, nurse. Can you disconnect the fetal heart monitor, please? I think we might get Mrs. West straight into theatre.
What's happening?
Well, it seems the placenta has been torn away from the uterine wall in the accident.
Am I going to lose the baby?
Well, the sooner we do a caesarean section and deliver your baby, the better. At the moment, he or she can't get the oxygen and the nutrients it needs. Okay? Now, you can help by relaxing, trying not to worry. Rightio.
It's going to be all right.
You said that before.
Here we go. Gently, gently. There we go. And there we go. It's a boy.
Yes!
Sponges and clamps, please.
Oh, he's beautiful. Really beautiful. I knew it.
Ready for him?
All set. Over you come.
Have a bowl ready, please. Hopefully the placenta will come away nicely.
He's a bit blue, isn't he?
She's still a little flat.
Seems a large hematoma in here. You have cross-matched units of whole blood, haven't you, just in case? How's the baby?
Still flat. Airway clear. Not that one, 00.
Baby still hypoxic?
Very. Not pinking up at all. Check that oxygen's on there.
It is. He will be all right, won't he?
Everything seems clear. I'll start suturing the uterus now. BP and heart rate have stabilised. Mum's doing well. Rosemary?
Still struggling.
Come on, baby. Come on, little one. You've got to do it. For Mum.
Ah, that's the way.
He did it. Good boy.
Sponge sounds healthy enough.
He's pinking up nicely too. That goes up from 4 to 8. Muscle tone, reflexes, quite good.
Good.
Good. It's wonderful.
I'm still concerned, Doctor. His body temperature's come down. Get blankets from the sterilising room. We'll get him warm and get him into the incubator. I know. I'll speak to her.
I can't wait until Lois sees her, baby. I just can't wait. I knew it would all be all right. Life wouldn't be that cruel. I just can't wait.
No, stay. Finish your notes.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, what a day.
It's all over now. Mrs. West is sleeping comfortably, and the baby's been given a clean bill of health.
And all's quiet on the one day.
Ow! Sorry. Oops. Oh, tea trolley. At least they don't answer back. The paediatrician's nice. Really nice, isn't he? And the baby's great. And it's just been the most amazing day. And boy, do I mean amazing day. And I'm really sorry, by the way, if I did things wrongly today.
There's nothing to be sorry about. All things considered, you did very well. We were lucky you turned up when you did.
Oh, thanks. But I was lucky that you were all so wonderful. And birth is just the most amazing thing, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
I've never seen anything like it.
This is your first birth?
No, third. No, second. I fainted the first time. And well, this one was so important. I mean, I was just so worried about poor Lois. And then when at first her husband dying, and then when the baby turned blue, I just felt so responsible.
Why?
Well, because earlier on today I told Lois that her husband would be all right, and he wasn't. And then I said the baby would be all right. And I mean, sometimes I just wish I'd shut up, if you know what I mean.
Learning how to handle these situations comes with experience. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks. If there's anything I can do, bedpans, sheets, maybe I can go and look after Lois for a while, or if you don't think that's...
Claire, do you have any idea what the time is?
Sorry, I do have a watch, but I...
It's late.
Very late. You've been here all day, as have we all.
Can I make you a cup of tea?
Go home, Claire.
Home.
You do have a home.
Yes, of course. Of course I do. No.
You don't?
No. Oh, well, I mean, I do, but I was supposed to pick up the key from the agents, but I was busy. I didn't have time, but we've all been busy, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Very.
But, you know, it's all right. It's fine because, well, it's a country and there's always a door or a window open, isn't there?
If you have any problems, ring me.
Thank you. You've both been so wonderful. I thank you.
Good night, Claire.
Thanks. I mean, good night. Bye.
You remember that cyclone that Harry and I were stranded in?
Cyclone, Claire.
Batten down the hatches, eh?
Well, out you get.
Hello. Where did you come from?
Oh, g'day.
Oh! Who are you? What are you doing here?
I didn't know that anyone...
Get out!
Well, I'm sorry, but I do own this house and I...
Your house? Don't be ridiculous. I've got a lease. Wait a minute, that's not the time. It can't be, can it?
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it is, more or less.
I'm going to be late.
We should sort this out, don't you think?
What's to sort out?
Well, I mean, I do own the house. At least me and my brother do anyway. I didn't think the agent was going to let it out again. Obviously, there's been some kind of mix-up.
Yeah, obviously.
But look, I'm sure we can... If you don't have another place to stay, we could work something out, I guess.
Look, can we discuss this later? I really don't have the time right now, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
If I'm not at work in 5 minutes, I'm gonna... Hey! Come back here!
Okay. Sorry.
Nice dog.
Yeah.
Mrs. West still doesn't seem interested in seeing her baby.
She will.
In her own time.
Well, after this morning's ordeal, it could take a while. I have to write up the fluids for the next 24 hours. Maintain her on 5% and a fifth over the next 8 hours.
Morning, everyone. How's Mrs. West? Can I see her?
I'll be on rounds.
Is there something wrong?
Claire, I understand you took Mrs. West in to see her husband's body yesterday. Is that correct?
Yes. That's not why she... I mean, you don't think that's what caused her to have the emergency seizure, do you?
No, I don't. But it would have been a good idea to have asked first.
Well, I tried. You were tied up in theatre and she really wanted to see him. She's all right, isn't she? I mean, they say that's the right thing to do, don't they? It's a vital part of the grieving process.
Claire, we have just accompanied Mrs. West to the morgue to make a formal identification of her husband's body.
Again?
Yes. And she was understandably upset and confused, as she had already seen him. But without a senior medical officer, and in this case police present, it wasn't official.
Oh, it must have been horrible for her.
Claire, these basic procedures which your training must have covered, they're there for a reason. You must learn to think before you rush in.
Perhaps if I could see Mrs. West to say I'm sorry.
No, I want you to work under Sister Bryant today.
Yes, Mrs. Pryor. Has she seen her baby yet?
Yeah, she hasn't managed to breastfeed, though.
Poor little mite.
We'll try again later. Come on. Come on, little man. Time to start getting acquainted with Mum.
Isn't he a beautiful little one?
Certainly is.
What am I supposed to do?
Just relax. Hold him, get used to the way he feels.
Feels strange. I thought it was supposed to feel natural.
Most natural thing in the world.
It is natural, but it's also learned. Doesn't go like clockwork the first time.
Come on, little man. Get it right. This is a big moment for Mummy.
I don't think he likes me.
Nonsense, you're his mum.
Just take it slowly, Lois. No hurry.
Look, he doesn't want me. Can you take him away, please?
It's all right. Come on, little man. That's it, bub. Don't you worry, Lois. Plenty of time to sort this out.
But don't you think we should try again?
I think we should let Mrs. West get some sleep and take the baby back to the nursery.
Yeah, but I just think
You
we
can
should...
take him back now, thanks. It's important that we take this at your pace, okay? Don't let that upset you.
I won't. I just don't feel anything.
You just get some rest. We'll bring him back later.
I think this is wrong.
It doesn't matter. You had no right pressuring Mrs. West like that.
I was trying to encourage her.
Claire, you are upsetting her. And until you know a little bit more about what you're doing, just leave it to people who do.
It's just so sad. I mean, it's his first day on Earth and his mother doesn't even want him.
Of course she does.
Did she cry this morning when she saw her husband again?
No, but she was very distraught.
See? She didn't cry yesterday either. Her heart is so full of grief she doesn't have room to love a little boy.
Nothing is going to happen if we try and force it.
Look, all I want is for this little fella to have a proper welcome. I mean, some birthday.
Claire.
I know. Shut up and follow orders. To the nursery. Come on, little fella, stick with me and I'll show you a good time.
I'd like to try again with the baby, slowly this time.
We're agreed then?
All right,
Yep.
yeah.
How's Nurse Bonacci shaping up?
Oh, fine. Nothing I can't handle.
She can be very emotional.
Really.
He's a jolly good fellow. Yes, he is, and he's a beautiful one, too. A beautiful one. For he's a jolly good fellow. And look at those hands. They are so cute. And you're going to be good looking, too, I can tell already. Yes. Oh, what? Oh, don't worry about the crossed eyes. That doesn't last. For he's a jolly good fellow. And so say all of us. You want to sing with me?
What is she doing?
throwing a party. Nurses do that sort of thing sometimes.
Nothing you can't handle?
Well, you see,
No
I didn't...
excuses. She was under your direction.
Yes, Mrs. Pryor.
You and Nurse Bonacci to my office immediately. Once Baby West is back in the nursery, after the party.
Oh, it's okay, Baby West. Mom loves you. Be patient. We all love you. Happy birthday, Baby West. And welcome to the world.
I will not tolerate it. Do you understand? I will not have my staff traipsing around this hospital at whim, ignoring the direction of their superiors and taking it upon themselves to apply home remedies to every situation. It's tantamount to anarchy.
I was just trying...
I have no doubt you are well-intentioned, Nurse Bonacci, but you cannot continue to act on emotional impulse. And you must learn to keep your opinions to yourself. Is that clear?
Yes, Mrs. Pryor. It's just that
Claire, maybe you should just...
No, well, I just think it's so unfair on that poor baby because I think that unless that woman grieves, she will never embrace her child. And Gully and my grandmother, she says, Claire, there is a key to unlocking emotions, and I think we should be doing more to find that key.
Nurse Bonacci.
And the most important thing in the world is crying.
Nurse Bonacci.
And that woman needs to cry, and that baby needs his mother.
Kate.
Claire, Mrs. Fraser, room 3, dressing now.
Well, I've never seen you call on reinforcements before.
Avoidance tactics. I do not intend spending the rest of my days in prison for throttling a nurse. Irritating thing is, she's right.
About Lois West?
I haven't seen that woman shed a tear.
I thought you might want some company. I've just been to see your beautiful baby boy, and he's sound asleep. Bit early to tell, but I think he might have his mother's eyes. Look, I know how terrible this must all be.
What?
Well, it's so unbelievably unfair. My grandmother, she told me about all these people who went through the most extraordinary hardships during the Second World War. You know, she was Jewish, and children losing their parents, parents losing their children.
Why are you telling me this?
Because I want you to understand that there is a light at the end of the darkness. There is a future for you and your son.
There's no future without my husband.
But of course there is. I know plenty of people feel that way.
I don't care. I don't care what other people feel. I don't care what you feel. You've got no idea.
Then tell me how awful it is, how angry you are.
When was your life ever stolen?
Well, I can imagine.
Who do you think you are? You've got no idea. Get out. Get away from me. Get out. Get out.
Sorry.
Craig.
Mrs. West? Your things from the car. Did you want to look at them, or I can just leave them here? Mrs. West?
Go away.
Well, I was just wondering what you'd like me to do with this. If you don't want it, I'm sure one of the other kids in the ward would love it. It's okay, Lois. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's
What have you got there, mate? Come here. Kane. What is it? What is it? What is it? What have you got? Kane. Let go. Let go.
It hurts so much.
I know, but the hurt gets less.
He was so looking forward to this baby.
Had you decided on a name?
Yeah. Andrew, after Greg's father.
Okay, ready to have another go at this? Are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, he's beautiful, isn't
Yes, he is, and he's very hungry. Let me help you with that.
he? Sweet.
Oh,
He's looking at me. Is he? Or is he just...
he's looking at you.
He's sucking, isn't he?
What were you doing in my bedroom?
What? When?
Well, I don't know, do I? I mean, sometime today. It's all been tidied.
Oh, right. We were moving the new fridge in and we just shuffled around some of the furniture, so...
All right. Okay. Just don't let it happen again.
What? Don't let what happen again?
Look, Ian, if we're going to live together amicably, there's going to have to be some rules.
Yeah, sure.
All right? I mean, my rent is going to have to come down for a start because I was under the impression that I had the whole house to myself. But if we're going to share... then
Yes, of course.
Right. And there'll have to be an equal distribution of domestic chores. I'll write a list. Oh, and I hate that. That is so repulsive. I bet you're one of those people that leaves hair in the shower and forgets to put the toilet seat down too.
Oh, Claire, please, don't look in...
Oh. Your work?
No, I wouldn't, no. No, it was Kane. The dog did it.
The dog did it. How could you?
I didn't, I promise.
Oh, please, you are making this so much worse, blaming it on a poor dumb animal. Do you have any idea how expensive these were? They were a birthday present.
Oh, yeah? Who from?
From none of your business.
Sorry.
Look, I'm not even going to begin to understand what goes on inside your diseased mind. I mean, obviously you need an analyst or something, but I do know one thing. I cannot live with someone who would do something like this.
Claire, this is really silly. It was just an accident.
No, Ian, it's gross. Really gross. Someone is going to have to leave this house tonight, okay? And since I've already forked out a month's rent, it's not going to be me.
Oh, Claire, please. Kane?